If you're a Fluent CRM user, or frankly, probably any WordPress-based CRM, have you ever had it where it just doesn't send out emails on time? And even when you have things, when you think set up correctly to alleviate that, sometimes you could still have situations where it just doesn't trigger. Interestingly enough, what can happen, and I had this happen with a client, is that it would not trigger on time, but yet the moment he visited the WordPress backend, it would suddenly trigger everything. So what the heck's going on, and how do you fix it? So when those emails are not going out on time, there are two fixable reasons for that. There are two separate issues that can cause that sending to be delayed. And the thing is, fixing one of them, which a lot more people know about, doesn't necessarily mean the other one is going to work. And so we need to cover two different reasons why that can actually happen. The first one is called WordPress Cron. Now, if you're not already aware, Cron is basically a scheduled task system, and it's built right into the platform. Now, WordPress doesn't really use a real clock when it comes to scheduled tasks. It does have what's called WP-Cron built into it that's supposed to run things on a certain schedule. The thing is, by default, it's based on their traffic. So when somebody visits your site, it will sort of trigger the system to actually run, or when you visit the back end of your site, it will then trigger the system to run. But it will not run at a fixed time when that actually happens. And so when you don't have enough traffic, or people are not hitting the WordPress back end, what can happen is that the scheduled task system just sort of sits there and nothing's actually running on time because nobody's visiting your website. And then when somebody hits the site, it can happen, okay? But the problem is that if you have an email that was supposed to go out on a certain schedule and suddenly it goes out multiple hours late, this can be the real big reason why, is because just you didn't have enough traffic to keep things regular. Okay, so the answer you want to do is use server-based cron. You don't want to use WordPress, okay? A real server will run cron jobs on an actual clock. So if you say to run every 5 minutes, it will run every 5 minutes without any dependence at all on the traffic that your website is getting, okay? Now, what you want to do here is you want to disable WP-Cron in the config file for WordPress, and there's a little line there that you put for disable WP-Cron is set to true, and that will basically turn off the WordPress version of it. And then what you want to do is you want to go over to your server settings and you want to manually set up a cron tab entry to make sure that it runs the scheduled task system on a predefined schedule. And I typically find that every 5 minutes is perfectly adequate. Now, that little command right there on your screen is the nerdy version, and I will say most web hosts make this much easier to do right there in the interface. For example, if you use xCloud hosting, which is what I really love, there's an option right there to set it up and let it run every 5 minutes, or you can even make it more current than that. You don't have to worry about the command line. The other thing I want to talk to you about here is WordPress memory, because this one can get a little bit into the weeds and it can throw some people off, because WordPress has to manage the memory and your server has certain memory settings that basically control how much RAM on your server can be utilized by your website. Now, WordPress has its own PHP memory limit, and it can be completely separate from your server's RAM. So if you have a VPS server and you have, say, 16 gigs of RAM on it, it doesn't mean WordPress automatically has access to all of that, okay? So the default memory limit here is 40 to 64 megabytes, depending on what version you're using. Now, that can be surprising for some people. We'll get into this, because what if your memory limit in your server settings is higher than that? Which does happen. A lot of times it will be set at something like 256 megabytes by default, or you might up it to 512. The thing is, in some cases, you might find that WordPress is still using a much lower memory limit than what you have defined in the server settings. So keep in mind that the more plugins that you have active at the same time on your site, the more memory the overall setup runs, okay? And so what happens is that when the scheduled task system fires, it's going to load the front end memory limit because it's going to load up certain things on the front end of your website. And if you have enough things loading up there, it could get in the way and basically clog up your memory before FluentCRM really gets the chance to do anything. So Cron could fire on time, but FluentCRM could still fail, and you won't even know about it because there's not really going to be an error showing up anywhere. It just doesn't work, okay? So your hosting's panel, okay, doesn't always reflect what WordPress is actually doing, okay? And sometimes it kind of depends on the setup of your web host and the way that server is set up, but there are instances where your memory limit that you have defined in your server settings is not necessarily what WordPress is actually doing, and this can lead to a really confusing situation. The web server's PHP process can run at a different limit than what the control panel displays, and WordPress has no real way to know about it. So the solution here is to increase the memory limit, not necessarily of just the server, which is important, but also of WordPress itself. So what you want to do is you want to go into your config file again, and you want to add WP memory limit to the config file, and you want to set that higher to something probably more along the lines of 256 megs, okay? So this will remove the ambiguity from it entirely, and you can make sure that WordPress is actually obeying that 256 megabyte limit, because chances are your web host had the server PHP memory limit at 256 by default. A lot of times for my clients, I up it to 512 or even higher in some cases. I've had it go up as high as a gigabyte memory limit per PHP in order to accommodate just bulky setups, because sometimes that happens. By the way, if you've ever opened up the block editor to edit a post and you just have it deliver a fatal error to you, a lot of times that can just be that you need to up the memory limit. But the real thing that I want to tell you about is that sometimes even when you do that, the WordPress front end is not necessarily obeying your rules. And that's why you want to go and set it in the config file as well. If you check both of these things, that will basically make sure that FluentCRM is able to operate and have enough breathing room to do the things that it needs to do. Because keep in mind, this is WordPress. FluentCRM is operating in an environment where you probably have other plugins operating at the same time. And if the overall footprint of that is too big, it can cause silent failure on the scheduled task. So this is the kind of thing I have to handle sometimes for my clients in concierge. It's just this is the kind of stuff that my concierge clients don't have to worry about because I'll do it for them. In one recent case, he wasn't even on Concierge Cloud. That my client had his site over on Rapid Hosting, and you would think with Rapid Hosting they'd have everything just figured out because it's supposed to be great for Buddy Boss, right? No, we still had the problem over there, and what fixed it was that little entry in the config file, and suddenly he's not having issues with FluentCRM sending anymore. So my clients don't have to worry about this stuff. They just tell me what's going on, and I can go in there and investigate and get the situation handled. If you want to learn more about it, head on over to blogmarketingacademy.com/concierge.